Hi, welcome to PHP and MySQL video. This is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. The notes for this video can be found here at this URL, which is loaded here, and we are doing step 3, update. Okay, so let's say you inserted something. Let us try to run the insert again. And we inserted log chain into the database, and if you come over here and browse the products again, you see log chain below here at 16. Okay, so let's say I want to update the price of log chain. All right, so to do that, you need to first write a SQL statement, and everybody is pretty familiar with SQL statements, so let's do it real quick. Update products table. Okay, let me delete the insert. I don't need the insert anymore. So update products table, set list price equal to, okay, so you need to know the product ID because that's the primary key. Okay, so product ID is 16. I'm going to change the list price to $19.99. Okay, where product ID equal to 16. Okay, so for your example, you need to check product ID. It may not be 16. If it's 15 or 17, then you change this accordingly. All right, so that's the update statement. Control C to copy, come over here. Make sure you're selecting the Kung Fu Panda Shop database somewhere here. And then go to SQL. Control V to paste. Go. Now if you go to products, your log chain is 1999. So your update statement works. All right, let me change this to 15.5. Change it back. Control C to copy. Go to SQL. Control V to paste. Go. And products. And this is 15.99. So next round we can change it to 1999. Sorry, now it's 15.5. Next round you can change it to 1999. All right, so we need to put this, now we need to put this in a update file, which is a PHP file, and we want to show how many rows actually updated. So this PHP file is going to include a HTML, include the HTML tags because we are going to display something. Okay, let me close a couple of things. And because we need a PHP file that include HTML tags, we're going to make a copy of another file that we used. So select file, we're going to make use of that. Copy the select file, paste it here, and rename it to 8e update. Okay, and then open this in Notepad++. And realize this is update, although the content is still insert. Okay, and then we're going to start changing things. So required statement is the same. Query is going to be the new thing that we did, and we are going to hard code it. Okay, and there are 2 double quotes on the side and no double quote inside, so we are safe. And then statement, we prepare the query, we execute, and then instead of fetch all, we close cursor. Oh, sorry. We need to do a, oh, when you execute, it will actually return how many rows are being updated. So we are going to assign this to row count, and then we close cursor. If you want to know that if update works, you can actually do something really strange here, like include the select statement and all that. But let's don't do that for now. Let's get rid of this and change the title to AE update. And then in the content, delete everything from in the content, delete everything from the PHP to the div. So now you have the content, and then you have the end of the div, and then you have this, you do update. Okay. And here we want to see how many rows is updated. So you say PHP. And then you say if the row count, which is this variable, bigger than 0, Control S to save. And then, of course, you have to change the price to $19.99. Control S to save, come over here, reload, update. So you see one row updated. And then if you go back and look at select, it's $19.99. Okay. And now you can change it back to 15.5. Control S to save, update. One row updated, and come over here. Select, you see it's 15.99. 15.5. Okay. So far so good, except that this is hard coding, right? It's not a good thing to do when you try to hard code. So for the 15 point, so right now is 15.5. Let's say I want to change it back to 1999. And I don't like hard code, so I need to create two variables. So let's say I want to change to 18.88 for the price. And here, price. And here, product ID. And then I need to do two prepare the query. And I need to bind value. So that the statement not just go directly in, but go through a process to make it safer. You make sure you spell bind value correct. And then this is the price. We bind it by the price. Okay. Control S to save, because if you get the value from a form, you cannot put it into the statement if it's hard-coded, so you have to do this. All right, let's try to do the update. One row updated. Select and It's still 15.5. That's not good. Okay, let's see what's going on. Control S to save. Go back, update. Go back, select. Of course, this is a typical mistake, right? And if you come over here, you realize that when I try to update 15 product ID, there's no 15 here, product ID is 16. So make sure you get the correct product ID. Control S to save. Okay, so this is typical. If you're doing your example, your product ID is probably not 16 or 15, something else. Okay, so let's save this. Go back, update. One row updated, select. And now it's 18.88, so it's updated. You come over here and you reload, and it's 15.88. Okay, so your update works. All right, so I'm going to close the file. Okay. In the next video, we are going to do delete. All right. I think it's a good place to stop. So in the next video, we are going to do delete, and then that's the last part of this example. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.